Excellent, we are now live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to our stream with Dragon Quest. I'm here today with Mirth Mouser. Come and say hi.
Hello! Glad to be here.
Excellent. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I last streamed. I had a few days where I couldn't stream but wanted to, and I had a few days where I just didn't end up feeling like it, and they ended up being like a week. Whoops.
I was out of town.
Yeah, that was part of it. Mirth was unavailable, Loopy was unavailable for some, and then I was just unavailable for a few of the days, and they ended up all connected to each other. So, sorry for the longer than usual break, but we're here now. I'm gonna play some more Dragon Quest for everyone. Let's continue our adventure at Heliodor. Here's what happened
how far
so
is your
far.
playtime?
Yowie Church has returned home, having proven himself in the ceremony atop Cobblestone Tor, only to be told by his mother Amber that he is the reincarnation of the legendary luminary. I like this feature of like the here's what's happened so far. That's cool. The day has come that he must leave the comfort of Cobblestone to head out and face his destiny. After a tearful goodbye with all of his friends and family, he takes his leave at last and sets out northward for the storied city of Heliodor.
Okay, good. You haven't played past the point where I've played past. I only got a couple hours in, and then my friend wanted to play the game.
Yeah, same here.
And then, yeah, I never got past that, got further than that. So I won't be lost. Oh, hey, he's dressed like, in the costume from, I think, Dragon Quest 3? I don't know my Dragon Quests. It's one of the ones in Smash. I'm sorry to be a normie that way.
I think it's 8.
Wait, no, yeah, no, 3's the one that looks, is the blue one with the aqua look. Or is that 5? I don't know my Dragon Quests, I'm sorry. I've only played Dragon Quest Builders 2.
I thought there was an attack button, but I guess there's not. Good morning. Oh, of course, I need to spread the link. Whoops. Give me a minute. I should tell people I'm streaming.
Put it on Twitter.
I don't do this anywhere near enough, so I'm gonna do it.
I've been logged out of Twitch and I don't remember my password. This'll take me a minute.
Lol.
It's fine, I'll just make a new one, and then I'll forget it, and then I'll have to make a new one, and then I'll forget that one, and the cycle will repeat endlessly.
Lol.
Wait, no, I think I remember it. Nope, I don't remember it.
Fuck.
I just wanted to see chat. So how was your holidays, Church?
Mine were good. I got a lot of money for Christmas, which is the best present, so...
Nice. It is the best present, but my family likes things I can wrap under the tree.
We don't do a tree. We did a tree this year for Grandad, and he didn't even, like, pay attention to it or acknowledge its existence, so we're never doing it again.
Aww.
My dad doesn't really like Christmas much. which is fine. He's got his reasons.
Fair enough. But yeah, my family does a tree every year. We even get a real tree even. Like pretty much everyone I know just basically gets a plastic one and just reuses that year after year.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably smarter and more ethical, but nope, we just get a real one every year. I mean, it's nice. It fills the living room with a nice smell of pine.
Cool, I have now posted the link everywhere. So, how's it going, Supper Tea and Loopy Oz? Time for more Dragon Quest. We still don't have a single party member because this game is apparently very, very slow, and that's okay.
We like slow-paced games as long as they're entertaining.
I mean, Umi Neko is like
Like,
the slowest game of all time, and it's a masterpiece, so...
I'm simple. If I'm entertained, I don't mind how long it takes.
Oh, hey, Payboy. Oh, great. The fucking Payboy drama scandal has started again.
E-boy trauma.
Payboy trauma. Last stream we had Supper Tea constantly calling Loopy Payboy because he needed to go to the bathroom for a minute.
Well, that nickname's gonna stick. I don't care if that password is weak, it's something I can remember, Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is really demanding with its passwords, hey? Like, more than anywhere I've seen.
Like, I get it, it wants you to have a strong password, but at the same time, if I had an actual strong password, I'd never remember it. It won't detect my weak password. Okay, finally. I'm never going to remember this password. Thank you, Twitch.
Lol.
I'm just gonna have to reset it to something more complicated next time I forget it.
Sorry about that, just had to stop a alarm in the real world from interrupting the stream.
I know how phones can be. Amber alerts and whatnot.
Dracky B flees. Wonderful.
Alright, now I can see the stream. Now I can see chat. Hello.
Let's grab a jug of fresh water. Yeah, slurp that shit up. Get that shit in me, cunt.
I assume that's a health item.
Probably. I don't know, what are items in this game? Like, I can't even use consumable items, I apparently don't have any. So,
Huh. I maybe have to strictly buy potions.
See, the weird
I
thing
would.
is, I have consumable items, but I can't use them in battle, but I know you're supposed to be able to use some in battle, I think. It's weird.
Maybe only some of them are usable in battle, because I know some RPGs go by that rule.
I
Like some
guess?
items are battle only, or out of battle items only. And
Hmm.
some items you can use both.
I hate that personally.
Even Persona 5 does it
Yeah.
with certain items. Like you can use moonlit carrots in battle if you want, but the tomatoes that give you SP, nope, out of battle only.
I think it's time to finally go to the next town, so let's do that.
Love the signature the tail of this art style.
Hmm.
They have just such a specific way of how they draw their tails, and I love it.
Yeah, church has become pepped up. Awesome.
I forget what that does. I know that does something for battle.
It increases the stats of everyone in different ways. So with the hero, I think it's crit chance, defense, and attack or something.
As I recall, can't you move around during if he's like in the battlefield? It doesn't affect battle or anything. I just know it's something you can do.
You can move the camera.
No, I meant like actually move your character in battle.
No.
Huh.
You might be thinking of trails, but no one
No, no,
thinks
no,
of
no, no, no,
trails,
no.
so...
I definitely remember I could do it in this game. I could just randomly walk around in battle. It didn't affect combat at all. It was just something I could do. I don't know. Keeps your thumbs busy if you don't want your character standing in place.
Mm.
Admittedly, I remember doing it more when I had two people on my team.
Okay, let's get in there.
Oh yeah, you're playing this game in dub or Japanese?
Dub, because I'm not stupid.
Exactly. Playing games is like in English is the only way.
Exactly. The only time I bother watching a sub is if, like, the dub is incomplete. Or just so abundantly terrible that it becomes unwatchable.
Yeah.
Except I have different standards of unwatchable. Some people consider the fact that it is in English at all to be unwatchable, and I think they're stupid.
That's very stupid to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I may not be a big fan of the typical dubbed anime girl voice either, but that doesn't make a dub unwatchable.
Mm.
That just makes it standard. It's not very unique.
Oh my god, it's an NPC.
Yeah, if I'm playing something, I want to focus on the game and not constantly read subtitles.
Hmm. This is the largest city in all of Erdrea, you know? You should head downtown for a look at the livelier side of life here if you get the chance. Welcome to Heliodor.
At the very least, I've never played a game that's made me want to switch languages yet.
Hmm.
Admittedly, I don't play a lot of very old dubs.
Hmm.
But even then, old dubs can be hilarious, so...
Oh hey, more dragons when they go to a quest, I don't know. Hey there, Rivers, how's it going?
Welcome, welcome.
I haven't seen
We
you
have not
around here
run into
before.
dragons yet.
Hmm?
Disappointed.
You're here to see the king, you say? Well, you won't find him round here. You better head to the castle. Go straight up this road, climb the steps, keep going, and Bob's your uncle. Just remember they shuts the gate as soon as the sun goes down. King needs his sleep, you know. You're best off heading there bright and early if you want an audience.
Well, time to find a hotel so it can teach you about where you can heal yourself. Wait, no. It should have taught you that already in the village, so...
Yeah, it did. Welcome to our inn, weary traveller. You must be exhausted at this late hour. Lamau, first time chat from a viewer who is so obviously a bot. Fucking hell. Bye, followers and viewers. How about get fucked? Would you like to spend
this bot?
Would you like to spend the night or just rest a while? In either case, I can offer you a rate of 3 gold coins. Cancel. Farewell, intrepid traveller.
If by buying followers and viewers, they mean buying bots.
Amelia's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. Wah. You have to help. Someone help me. You've been asked to undertake a quest. Sure. Please get Amelia down. She's scared of heights, you know.
Amelia's in a pickle.
You name it, I've probably got it. Don't leave without getting stocked up on all your adventuring essentials. Welcome to the item shop. Yeah, I own 15 of these healing items. Can't use them in battle. Whisks the user away to the last place they prayed or the most important location they visited. I'm good on all of
Oh,
these.
an escape rope, I get it. Yeah, probably best to save your money. You're not going to have enough when you want to get a better sword.
There's a book called A Spotter's Guide to Monsters. He takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Intrepid adventurer, if this book should impress upon you one thing before you set out on your quest to see the world, let it be this. The monsters that roam the land at night are far more fearsome than those that appear during the day. Heed these words well, adventurer, and go abroad in the evening only if you are prepared to meet the dangers that await you. Well, I'm over level, so like, I think I'm good, hey.
Well, that's a useful tip for grinding. Just wait till it's night. Higher level enemies.
I found a bandana. I'm already wearing
It's
one, but, you
Dragon
know.
Quest, so it's gonna love its grinding.
This is a fine inn. Maybe the finest in Heliodor. I mean, who knows? But apparently you do.
Oh yeah, apparently this game has like a 16-bit mode where it basically turns the entire game into sprites.
Yeah, it does.
Which I think is super cool.
Smashing pots equals Zelda mode activated. You're darn right it is, Loopy.
I mean, I'd still rather play it in 3D because, I mean, look how nice it looks. They put in all this effort, I want to see it. But hey, the sprite option is really cool for a replay.
Shit. Where is this thing I'm looking for?
Doggy! Can you pet it, though?
No, I apparently
No, you
can't.
can only say hi. But it's so cute! That's not fair!
I've seen cuter dogs.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for this art style.
Let's see.
the way this art style draws fur, I think is exceptional. And I don't know how to describe it, just other than just how the lines layer along the sides of animals with fur. It's just exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not huge on this art style, to be honest. Like, I don't hate it.
Really?
I don't
You don't
hate
care
it,
for
but
you don't care for Toriyama art style?
not really. I think this is the most tolerable I've seen his art style. Um,
That's
Much better
fair.
than Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is, like, too much for me. Like, it's too
It's
spiky
like
and angular.
it depends on it's like look when it comes to the anime, like the style changes constantly, and I to me it depends on basically, what art direction the anime is at. Like I don't really care for how it looks towards the end. Um really cute it was like really cute early on. It really depends. I like the more classic look.
I guess that's fair.
But you're right, as it goes along, it does get a little bit more angular, especially in the anime adaptation, so I can get that.
Yeah, we Church finds a mini medal. He gratefully pockets his find. It's a tockle. Look at that. That's adorable.
Yeah, even Loopy knows. Like, yeah, if you compare the beginning of Dragon Ball Z to the end of Dragon Ball Z, they basically look like two different shows.
Hmm. Uh-oh. We're looking at the sky now. Okay, to signify it's daytime. Awesome.
Well, now you can go see the king.
Or I can do anything else first.
That's right. It's an RPG. You have to explore everything.
Hmm.
Who needs the main story?
I know, right?
Yeah, the king can wait till tomorrow.
Hmm. Tomorrow. God.
Oops.
What are some of your favourite art styles you've seen, Mirth? And to the rest of chat while you're at it.
Oh, that's a tough question to get at the top of to say at the top of my head. Um,
Well, I've got one if I want to go first. Do we want to do
Go
that?
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
13 Sentinels is absolutely stunning.
It's beautiful. That is a really good art style.
Like, God, the lighting in that game especially is gorgeous. I have no idea what witchcraft and wizardry they managed to pull off to make the lighting that dynamic on 2D sprites.
It is, yeah, the lighting is exceptional. That was the biggest thing that impressed me when I first turned it on. It's just like, how does basically, I mean, I don't say visual novel in a way to detract from it, and it's kind of barely a visual novel even. But like, how do you get a visual novel like to have this good lighting? I don't get how it works.
Okay, let's see. Another great one is Modern Persona. So the art style of Shigenori Soejima is great. I love that. I love how he draws characters.
Oh, I do have an answer concerning Persona. I need a proper name for it. Gotta pull up the manga. The artist who drew the P3 manga has a really good art style for how they draw these characters. Shuji Sogabe. I think that's how I pronounce the name. I'm just reading the cover. Yeah, Shuji Sogabe. I think how he draws the Persona series in the P3 manga adaptation is the best these characters have looked.
Okay then.
When it comes to art styles that really speak to me, that is trying to think.
Look, as a storyteller, Tetsuya Nomura is very hit or miss. Often missing. as an artist, he's got a good style. He can be a bit dumb with his character designs, but like in Neo Twelly and like the first Twelly game, I guess, both of them have great character designs, and like clothing designs and everything. Those games look great, and with their like comic book style cutscenes, it's really good.
Yeah, because he does often kind of design his characters let's see, how do I describe it?
Yeah, the only thing I've seen Nomura write well, Loopy, is like Twelly. And Twelly's great, to be honest. Particularly the first game is such a perfectly well-rounded story.
Right, I forgot I keep forgetting he works on that. When everyone mentions it, it's always for Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Because no one thinks about Twelly. Yeah,
I
whereas
mean,
Kingdom Hearts is an
I've known the
embarrassing
game
nightmare.
exists ever since it was ported to Switch.
God, where even is the roof that she's talking about? Is it that one? How the fuck do I get there?
I was gonna say climb, and then I was like, oh yeah, this isn't Genshin. Whereas Kingdom Hearts is an embarrassing nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it's like how the fans can stay as devoted as they are. I mean, all power to them.
It's
but
because they were brainwashed as children into liking it. And I feel sorry for them.
in their defense, is like when you look at the concept like of the first game, it's hard to blame a child for getting sucked into that. Like you get to play in all these Disney worlds. You get to have adventures with Donald and Goofy. You get to fight Maleficent. That sounds cool. Like in the mind of a child who maybe grew up in the Disney Renaissance. Yeah, I can totally see why they get into that.
This is the least attractive bunny girl I've ever seen. What is this?
I have seen much better bunny girls in this art style. That is very plain.
Like, come on, that skirt is way too long for a bunny girl. What is the deal there?
I don't even think she's trying.
Yeah, this ain't motherfucking Final Fantasy 12 Fran bunny girl. That's show it in front of your kids, bunny girl.
Give it time. You'll see the fishnets soon enough. Maybe not from her, but later in the game.
I've got no idea how to climb up there. Hey.
But yeah, kids played Kingdom Hearts 1s and then were brainwashed into playing all the others because they loved it that much. That's how they get you. They're devoted, if nothing else. Even if a lot of them still found the third game disappointing.
Third, I think you mean 10th?
You're right. How could I be so foolish? No, because the most recent one is that rhythm game, which still continues the story. I don't get this series.
Yeah, at least Persona has the decency to make the spin-off stories not matter.
They don't matter, and yet Atlas insists they're canon anyway. It's a weird middle ground. So basically, I just ignore, like, they're kind of canon, but not really. Like, don't take them that seriously.
I was hoping I could, like, grab onto this, but I can't. It's annoying. Am I able to jump, like, there?
I don't think you're gonna make that.
Oh, come on.
Although maybe you could jump on that and then jump. Okay, I guess not. It looked like it would have worked though.
Okay. I am having fun. This kid is having fun. I have no idea how, but sure.
I think he's just too dizzy to remember what the word fun means.
Oh, there we go. There's the fucking cat. Mew. The cat's paw seems to be stuck in a hole in the roof. Do you want to help it? You helped the little girl's cat. Go tell her the good news. And then the cat dies on the jump down.
No. That's a cat, it'll be fine.
You did it. You got Amelia off the roof. Thank you. Here, take this. Receives a bag of kitty litter. Sure, because I totally want to get that. If you got up on that roof, you can get onto others. You could probably even get down chimneys.
Maybe we can trade it for something else.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a crafting material.
What would you craft with kitty litter?
I don't fucking know. Dubious food?
Ew. I mean, granted, it would make any meal more crunchy.
Crunchy. Yeah, it certainly adds a pungent flavor.
I mean, I'm assuming it's clean.
Eh.
I mean, if it's clean, you're basically eating sand.
Lay the kitty litter down and take a dump in it? Why?
Does that imply we're going to recruit a cat girl later on or something?
We're not going to. I know that much.
Oh. We can't have nice things.
I know, right? I'm Spider Hero. Shit. Sorry, but this area is off limits. Not to me, it's not. Screw you, game. I'll go where I want.
You'll go you want even if you have to glitch to get there. Not that I think this game is very glitchy. It looks very... if anything, I don't think you could.
How did
It's
you
very
get in
sturdily
here?
built.
This area's off limits. Clear off, will you?
But you have to see the king. I guess you gotta sneak in.
Well, it's like that was me trying to sneak in. I was going the wrong way. If only I could stare at Hero's ass as he climbs ladders. Unfortunately, this is not Nier Automata.
No, they do not put exceedingly amount of detail there. And you can get a trophy for doing that, by the way.
You can get a trophy for trying to stare up the replicant protagonist's skirt as well. And they get angry, because I think they're intersex or something.
Oh, really?
I think. I don't know. I haven't
gotten that far in Nier Replicant.
I haven't played it, I've just heard it online.
I believe it. I mean, Nier Automata did something very different. You can look up 2B's skirt like 10 times, and then she'll punch the camera.
Yeah, Kaine, or whatever the replicant's protagonist is, like, kicks the camera.
There's also achievement if you make 9S wear his underwear for 30 minutes.
Oh, based.
Sadly, he wears boxers, not briefs.
Too much skin covered. It's like the only good thing about him too. 9S is terrible for everything else.
Really? You don't like 9S?
I don't. I think he sucks.
I loved him. He was my favorite character in that game.
Adam and Eve are right there.
They're okay.
see.
It's just hard for me to not love this basically naive boy that is like that, you know, kind of gets way over, is like way in over his head at times, and then, you know, kind of it really hurts to see where the story takes him without going into spoilers or anything. It was definitely the voice acting why I liked him so much.
Okay, so where was this book? Ooh, here's a church. It's my home. How may our church assist you? Remove any curses, cure poison, bring back to life. I can't respec yet. Worst game. I guess I unlock respecking later. Fishnet stockings. Great.
Ah, that's what the bunny girl was missing. You should show her how it's done.
Totally. Invisible balls, love them. I think this was the one. I found the book. I should tell the person. Cool. I think I'm gonna turn the aircon on. So yeah, sorry for the background noise, but it's getting a bit too hot at this time of day.
That's okay. I don't hear anything currently.
Oh, it's not on yet. Trust me, you'll hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There we go.
Poor kid still spinning in place.
We spun him right around, like a record.
Oh no.
Okay, so this place is fucking huge and there's so much shit here. I hate it.
I actually don't know how often you'll return to this location.
Considering it's the biggest city in the world, I'm gonna go with often.
Yeah, that would make sense. This is too big of a city to only visit briefly. And this game is semi-open world, so...
A brief history of Heliodor. It was built. The end. So detailed. Let's see. Acquired 37 coins.
Stole his money. Get out before he notices.
He noticed.
I guess he's too afraid to do something, and then you're
I
breaking
guess so.
all of his stuff. He doesn't know how to react. Then again, why would he do something? You're the one with the sword.
Well, he's got a sword too. It's just in his pants, not in his shirt.
True, but yours is bigger.
Is it though? The door is locked from the other side. Fine.
All that for a few pennies.
Hmm.
It was worth it.
No. I'm absolutely convinced there's treasure down this chimney, but I can't stand dark places, so I'm too scared to go down and have a look. I'll do it. Let's see.
I mean, my issue wouldn't be that it's dark. My issue is that I'd get stuck and wouldn't get out. I guess it's just that simple.
Oh my god, it's another toggle.
Oh, what?
Yeah, church unlocks the door. There's a toggle here.
Oh, those. I very, very vaguely remember them.
There's supposed to be a pot with deafness in it. Where is it?
Is he hiding it?
Apparently. Unless it's in here.
Unless it's out here.
Gold bracer.
Well, that's even better, probably. Actually, don't know how good of a defense item it is.
Really good, apparently. 4 more defense and lots of charm. Let's see. Armor doesn't. Let's check out the armor place.
You can at least see what's available. Knowing RPGs, everything's probably going to be over 5,000 gold.
Only 5,000, Lamau.
No, the cheapest one starts at 5,000.
Let's see.
Oh, it's actually affordable. That's a shock. Granted, the numbers aren't that much bigger.
It's early game, they were never gonna be. Early game armor in most RPGs isn't much of a boost. Good.
Yeah, at that point you're better off just waiting till your next boost and saving your money. Oh yeah, are you primarily using swords or great swords?
Great swords.
Yeah, I like the higher damage output too. I do remember I briefly turned on the synth music to see what the difference is. And yeah, I can see why people didn't like it and wanted, it to be orchestral.
Mm-hmm. Is it just as bad as everyone says?
I do think some people exaggerate, but it is wildly disappointing.
I got a Brazilian shilling.
Like, the music is like this, the track itself is nice. It just you can tell it's holding itself back, obviously. So, and then when you compare it, it's just, oh yeah, they did it dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's good music done dirty. I recall it was synth because the composer was really stubborn about it or something. I don't know. I don't keep up with Dragon Quest drama.
Yeah. Let's see. Any more pots? I need some more pot. Give me all the pots to smash. This is a Zelda game. Not that it's a Zelda game, but I crossovered with a game that has Zelda in it. It's now a Zelda game.
You won't be satisfied until you get every single one. You have to get that 1,000 broken pot achievement. It's probably somewhere on the Xbox.
Well, I'm playing this on Game Pass. Let's see.
Like, I've never owned an Xbox, but I'm pretty sure Xbox has achievements as well.
Let's see. Let's go to the inn. Welcome to the bank. I don't have money.
But why is there a bank unless you lose money when you die in battle?
I am not sure.
The
Do
only
we
benefit,
lose money?
The only benefits there could be to a bank in an RPG is, yeah, one, if you lose money, if you lose in battle, or if you keep it in the bank, it goes up. Otherwise, there's no point to it, other than taking away the temptation to spend it all.
Well, that's a weird particle effect. It's splashing behind me. I'm trying to see if I can line it up so I can make a joke about how he's pissing.
Yeah, but it's coming out the wrong way.
It's okay. Nothing that we can't hide with the camera. But that damn splash particle that is behind his back is so stupid.
I think it's probably because they only have a single collision on the character registered, so it's probably meant to look better if you're facing away from it, not facing towards it.
Okay, according to this guide here, you lose half of the money you're holding when you die.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the bank has some use if you're super underleveled. At least it's only half. When the games make you lose all your money when you die, it's just cruel.
I think losing any money when you die is cruel, but, you know.
It is, but, half is at least manageable. Granted, it does depend on the game.
And it is nighttime now, so we get a nice view of the fucking ceiling.
wonder, do certain quests close during the time of day?
I don't know. I finished all the ones around here anyway, so...
Just gotta find all the pots.
Traditionally, I stand on one side of the counter. No.
Oh, there you go.
A few what, kid? What are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
You apple
You're a
short
terrible
of a bundle.
merchant, son.
He's counting in his sleep. His
You can't...
dad makes him sleep and breathe nothing but the job.
You can't count with a few. Come on. Okay, I did get that deafness nut. So, like, I don't think I'm gonna use a single of these seeds until I have every party member.
Seed of life. Yeah, it's best to save those items until you can see everyone's stats and figure out where to divvy them up.
Shite. Can I climb back up? I can climb back up.
There you go.
Breaks pots seductively.
How would one do that, though?
I don't know. Step on it with a high heel? And fishnet
Ah,
stockings?
of course. Everyone looks at the broken shards of the pots and thinking, God, I wish that were me.
I mean, people simp for Lady D, so like... What's the difference, really? She's just gonna
true.
bite you.
Or, well, it's like, or I assume chop you to pieces with her claws. That's what it looked like from all the dying gifs I saw on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, I saw earlier today the topic of the P5 anime being discussed. I don't know what there is to discuss, it's just a dull anime.
Yeah, it's just really bad. What else is there?
There's just nothing fun about it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I mean, the dub is a little fun to listen to, but, I mean, you could just play the game. There's nothing to really enjoy. It's just a boring... It's just boring. It's not a very good retelling. It's pretty ugly at times. I don't know why people are talking about it again. I thought that it died once it got dubbed, and no one would ever mention it again.
Hmm. Hey, if nothing else, we got more of Max Middleman.
That is true. Yeah. I'll
Haven't...
give the anime this.
Yeah.
It was worth having that scene where where Ryuji tearfully apologizes to Morgana.
Like, didn't...
Like that was a very cute scene.
Like, didn't you literally make a compilation on your YouTube channel for, like, the best moments of the P5 anime dub?
It was literally a compilation of cute sounds Ryuji made. That's it.
So, the best moments of the anime dub, then?
Yes. I mean, I wasn't looking for literally all his best lines because that would be 20 minutes long.
Yeah, it'd just be every
says.
second that he's on screen.
No, I just picked a bunch of cute sounds he made.
Anyways, everyone should go subscribe to Mirth Mouser's YouTube channel while we're at it.
I'll maybe post something one day.
Yeah, and subscribe to mine. I don't have anything on it yet, but eventually I'm gonna need to start uploading all of my VODs there, because Twitch doesn't like to keep them, so fuck it.
Yeah, they're gone after like 2 months, I think, or maybe 3.
They're gone after like 2 weeks.
Really? It's like, I thought they stuck around for a couple of months.
Nah.
Oh, they must have changed it then. That sucks. That really sucks, because some channels won't let you rewatch VODs right away.
It's pretty bad.
Like, they monetize their VODs, basically. But, you know, fair enough. VTubers gotta make their money somehow. But, you know, if they're barely there, then... well, who wins?
No one, except Twitch. Oh my god, it's a rich girl. I'm gonna raid your shit. Set of plain clothes. So sleepy. Then go to bed. Insert Morgana's voice of go to bed.
No!
Oh my god, I introduced my mum to 13 Sentinels yesterday and she didn't hate it.
Does she not usually like games?
I just wasn't expecting her to be able to, like, enjoy something that's, like, weeb.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Because, like, there's a few sticking points with her, like the whole people get naked when they go into the Sentinels and all that.
Iori's constant panty shots.
I wouldn't call them constant.
It happened at least 6 times. I counted.
Did it?
Yes, at least 6 times.
Fine, never mind then.
Okay, granted, I don't like Iori very much, so I made note of it, like, alright, well, we're doing this again.
Well...
oh well, I like everyone else but her. Which, hey, that's a great track record for 12 out of 13. Well, no, I didn't care for Goto. 11 out of 13, that's impressive.
Why am I getting every single notification of the past 6 hours now? Thanks,
Your
phone.
mother can relate to being a kaiju. Can't we all?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to use that Buffmeister video on YouTube that's just all of the cutscenes instead of physically playing the game with her. Which is kind of unfortunate, because she doesn't like the fast menuing in the event archives and stuff, and she doesn't like the gameplay. But
oh,
she
really?
likes...
I mean...
she likes the story so far, though.
I mean, the story is obviously the highlight of the game. That's what you're going to be doing most of the time, but... I didn't find the gameplay... I didn't find there was anything wrong with the gameplay. I mean, it was a little confusing at first, but once it clicked... And I enjoyed it fine enough. Not enough to do any of the post-game missions, but enough to max everything out.
I guess that's fair. So here's a question. What would you consider your favorite game of 2021 now that it's over?
Ooh. I didn't play a lot of new a lot of new games in 2021. I think the only new games I played that year, because I was kind of gaming on a budget, couldn't really afford most of the new titles, was I played Strikers, I played Monster Hunter Rise, and I played some of SMT5.
I see that.
It's like I really enjoyed all three, although I really need to play more of SMT5.
Yeah.
So by default, I'm just going to play Strikers because that game made me happy.
Yeah, one of the only games I finished in 2021 was fucking whatchamacallit, Neo Swery, and that game is incredible. So like, Plague Inc. best game, Lamau, because we're all in a pandemic. Great. We should all move to Greenland, right?
I'm trying to remember more of the games that came out in 2021, because I know there were several I was so close to buying, but I had to hold off.
Let's see.
I wasn't that interested in Pokemon Snap. I mean, it looked cute, but I just wasn't that interested. I do want to get around to Skyward Sword, especially since you can get it for $40 easily nowadays, which I think is the correct price for it.
You think it's worth 40?
Yeah. It's like, as an HD version of an old game, I think $40 is a fair price. $60 is too much, in my opinion.
Okay, we have voice-acted plot.
Oh! Plot!
Yowie Church explains that he's the luminary and that he's come to speak to the king.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
I mean, hard to blame them. You're basically saying, I'm the chosen one, by the way.
You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Oh my god, such a lush and lavish place. The reflections on the floor, damn.
Ooh, that does look nice. The Xbox is kicking it into high gear, I see.
It's not an Xbox, it's my computer with Game Pass on it.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, your PC is kicking it into high gear then.
Yeah, I've said it like 3 times.
Sorry, I just hear Game Pass and I think Xbox. I keep forgetting you can just get Game Pass through PC. At that point, why would anyone even buy an Xbox?
I know, right?
Does this game have ray tracing? That is the question.
I don't even know what ray tracing is, so like, sure.
I used to know what it is, but I've kind of forgot. Oh wait, no, I remember now. Ray tracing is basically a simulation. It's a game simulating realistic lighting.
Right.
Because most games have lighting that's basically, programmed to shine a set way at a set angle. Ray tracing basically is a program that does it automatically and does it in a realistic way.
Yeah, Loopy says it's basically simulating the physical behavior of light. Right,
Exactly.
okay.
Like Spider-Man Remastered does it,
All I
the
know is that
PS5 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake does it.
all I know is that ray tracing equals good, and that's good enough for me.
I have played Final Fantasy VII on my PS5. I can confirm it looks pretty.
Yeah, I gotta say, my favorite game of 2021 was definitely Nearest Where way too good. Like,
I really need to play that series.
like, they made a sequel over a decade later to a niche JRPG that was perfectly complete on its own and made it work. Not just made it work, it's so good it's almost better than the original. I think it might be.
Really? It's like, I think I'm the first. I think that's the first I've heard someone say that. I've heard people say like, like it's good, but but it's like but fall a little short. That's what I've generally heard. Although, it's through the grapevine. That's not to speak for the game's actual quality.
It's the kind of story that gets better the more you, like, get through it. Like, it starts off kind of weak, but gets better. But then at the same time, a lot of the early shit becomes retroactively better.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's a marking of a good story then.
Yeah. It can be quite frustrating in the first half if you played the first game, but it's worth it. Yeah. Let's see.
I actually really like stories that retroactively make their earlier content a lot better. Like, I know some people don't like that, they don't like having to wait for a story to get good, and I get that can be frustrating. But the story makes getting through everything worth it, and oh, if it's story's beginning, I'll save my comments for after the cutscene.
Fuck, I don't think I was meant to go here yet.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dunderson. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it the jewel also bear the mark. Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he. Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more.
Oh my god, did he just make an Among Us reference? How dare they? That is terrible localization, and we're going to cancel this game.
Yeah, you've seen that too, right? That was so stupid.
Yeah.
Not the game. I meant the drama.
Yeah.
Tell me, O luminary, Where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
In before he actually throws me in jail because
no.
I'm a bad guy, actually.
Oh no, that does not sound good.
And he's asking my home village so he can burn it to the ground.
Oh no.
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my
Yeah, this is getting shady.
village of provincial nobles deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Holy shit, am I right? Are they actually going to?
Yeah, there is nothing not shady about this.
Accursed luminary. I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall
Yep.
not succeed.
Yep, you were dead on.
Holy fuck, they are actually gonna do it.
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Okay, but like, is throwing me in jail really the right solution here? Why not actively help to train me as much as possible so that I can defeat them?
Did you really think
I guess they think killing him will
as
stop the
wise
world
as
from
His
ending.
Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Man, seize this wretch.
I guess it's just, well, when the luminary comes along, the world almost ends. We gotta kill him before that happens.
The world's gonna end anyway.
Oh, yeah, they're dumb that way.
You claim to hail from cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
That is a pair of legs. Is that who I think it is?
Does someone have a cellmate?
Let's break the pots.
Oh, no cellmates.
Get a grip, making a racket isn't gonna help you any.
Yes, but pots.
It fucking is. It's best boy, next party member.
Let's go.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy.
Oh, the voice.
Yes, I really like it.
What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad.
I was born.
Did you say the luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
One plate of delicious gruel
my favorite, rice and maggots.
The luminary. You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
I was gonna ask, well, why didn't he escape earlier if that's what he could do, but I guess if he was waiting for the luminary.
Wait here.
And he's already murdered. I approve.
Don't worry, I didn't kill him.
Oh.
I won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy. up
Well,
there.
I eat my own
Take
words.
this. Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right? Me? I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable. We better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
So I actually missed a thing that I now can't go back and grab because I'm the worst. So I'm going to quickly reload. And
Wait, what'd you miss?
a mini medal.
Ah. Well, you can always just skip the cutscenes. They're not too hard to skip.
Still going to take a while though, unfortunately.
When did you last save?
When I started playing, it's
Oh.
been like an hour and a half. All I can hope is to try and get through this as quick as possible.
I would say, is the mini medal that important?
I can't go back. So,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
sure you want to return? Yes.
That's fine. You know where all the quests are this time. And I'm not complaining to meeting Best Boy for a second time. I guess you do only visit that city then, once then.
Well, I'm not going to be able to go back to the room that's got the thing again, is the point.
Oh yeah, I was saying a long time ago how much I really like stories that retroactively make everything that came before better.
Yeah?
Those kind of stories just stick with you a lot longer and just leave an overall bigger impact of the entire story as a whole, rather than, oh, this is really cool in the moment, which there's nothing wrong with in its own right, but something that makes you re-engage, you know, the entire picture, well, you'll leave remembering the entire picture, not just the highlights.
Yeah, one story that does it really well is Umineko When They Cry. Umineko's the kind of story that you probably should read twice or maybe even 3 times, except for the fact that it's 200 hours per read, so like,
Ooh.
bit harder to ask people to do that.
like, is it a visual novel?
Yeah, it's a 200-hour visual novel. It's one of the longest scripts in gaming. It's absolutely nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. It's absolutely nuts. It's 200 hours very, very well spent, but it is 200 hours.
I'm trying to think if I'd it's like if even I have the patience for playing a 200-hour game twice. Because once, oh yeah, I could do that. I mean, I think it's like I think I put into no, I don't even. I'm trying to remember. Like, did I put 200 hours in when I played through Royal? Like, I know I put in a lot more hours than I should have when I played through it. But
Well, considering the game's supposed to be about 150 hours already, yeah.
I just know I spent a lot of extra time just, in Mementos building personas. So, yeah, I probably cracked the 200 mark. So if I could do that, then yes, I am capable of playing a 200-hour game. But I'm trying to think, would I do it twice?
I think it's worth it, in Umineko's case. Like, it's an incredible journey, and the second time it entirely changes how you think about it. Like, to massive extents. It's fantastic. I can't recommend it enough.
What's it called? Echo? Or I couldn't quite catch the full title.
Umineko, When They Cry. You may have heard of Higurashi, which is like the first game in the series. It's also really good, but it's also stupidly long, so trust me, you don't need to start with Higurashi to enjoy Umineko or anything like that.
It just adds perspective, the usual sort of thing.
There's occasional references to Higurashi, and it will increase the enjoyment of the experience a little bit, but honestly, pick whichever one interests you more and read it. If you end up liking the first one, go back and read the other one. Both are great, but Higurashi is a 9 out of 10, and Umineko's a 13, so...
Let me see if they are available on Steam.
Yeah, they are on Steam. I don't know if I'd recommend using the Steam version, though, for a couple of reasons. The visuals are butt ugly. There's a fan-made port of the PS3 version to PC called Umineko Project. That's the best version of the game. Play that.
Okay.
It'll say
Will do.
It'll say you need to like have official versions, and you'll need the Japan exclusive PS3 version and all that jazz. No, you don't. All you need is the password to unlock the zip folder, and you can easily find that online. Just like buy the Steam release to officially support the devs, and then just use the pirated version of Umineko Project.
Okay, that sounds doable.
I think it's worth it. It comes with tons of crazy improvements, like visuals that aren't completely god-awful, voice acting, and trust me, you really want voice acting if nothing else. This is
not voice acting in the Steam version?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's unplayable. Then yeah, I have to get the... What's it called? The project?
Umineko Project.
Umineko Project.
After the stream, I'll give you some links and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And the voice acting, good lord. This is a game with an absurdly huge cast of like 100 fucking characters, and every single one of them is giving a career-defining performance. Like, all of them. Even the side characters that don't matter. Everyone is giving it an absolute 10 out of 10 performance. It is nuts. I can't recommend it enough. Like, Sayaka Ohara as Beatrice is just... God, the raw malice in her voice when she cackles is just beautiful. I love it. She's fucking great.
Only one question. Since it is a visual novel, is it one of those, it's like where you basically, it's like where it has multiple endings and you have to go back and pick a lot of different answers to get all of the endings?
Nah, there are absolutely no choices, no gameplay, no minigames. It is 200 hours of clicking left mouse button.
Okay, thank goodness, because
but
it's like, because I have a love-hate relationship with visual novels. I love immersing myself into a story. I hate immersing myself, getting a bad ending, and then basically having to spend like 2 hours fast-forwarding a lot of game I've already seen just to guess which answers can get me the satisfying ending. That's like the fastest way to break my immersion. And I know that's mostly a me problem. A lot of people love that they're multiple choice and you essentially have to pay attention and choose your ending. It's just, you know, I was immersed in the story and now I have to do all these hoops to re-immerse myself. But yes, no multiple ending. That is a huge selling point to me alone.
But yeah, there's only one binary choice literally at the end of the 200-hour visual novel in episode 8. And, yeah, it's very obvious not only which one is the correct one, but, like, all it does is say, okay, which ending do you want? Like, it's very clear that it's the end, and you're just picking which ending you want. Do both of them.
I can get behind that.
There's a few other choices in episode 8. None of them matter. One of them's like a mini game where you have to pick a character who did a thing, and if you get the character wrong, you have to try again. But yeah, don't worry, there's no like substantial route choices or anything until the very, very end of the game, in which it's very clear which one is the correct one. And it's also such a good story that even the people who like choices aren't going to give a shit that there are no choices, because it's just that good.
Can't argue with a tightly written story that knows what it's doing.
But I genuinely consider it to be the best story a sentient life form has written and shown a second sentient life form.
Really? That is extremely high praise.
Yeah. This isn't just a masterpiece, this is like studied in university so everyone on the planet knows about it levels of masterpiece. Your life is lesser for not having experienced it.
Oh, wow.
And I don't say that a lot. Give me all your pot.
You have to re-find all the pots.
Yep.
Well, you found them the first time. You can find most of them a second time. But yeah, when it comes to stories with, like, you know, your choices can give you different endings, it's like I'm in a weird position with them. Like, on the one hand, I really do like it when my choices matter. And it's like, and, you know, the ending I get because of it, or even, you know, the route I get because of it makes sense with those answers. And it feels like I'm kind of cultivating the story. I really like that feeling. but but at the same time, it's also it's like, but at the same time, I can also get really frustrated when, I'm really trying. It's like trying to, get the best possible outcome I can, but because of this really obscure thing that I missed, I'm denied. It's like a satisfying route, or a satisfying ending.
Yeah, I honestly don't like them. The only benefit I think they have is, like, exploring multiple different paths a story can take, but I literally never make the choices myself because I'm a completionist, I want to see everything. So I'm just like, which ones get me certain endings? And hot take, 99% of visual novel players play that way as well. Otherwise there wouldn't be so many thousands upon thousands of guides for them.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. Like, on the one hand, it's like you want to pick what you want to pick in the moment, but on the other hand, you don't want to get an ending you don't want, so you end up just looking it up. It's like a complete backward way of playing it. You want to enjoy the game more, but you also don't want, but you also just want to, play at your own leisure. But you want your choices to matter, but you don't want to get an ending you don't like. It's back and forth. I feel like it's a very, very hard balance to make. I think the only game that had that had a surprisingly complex multiple choice system that I really got into was Mystic Messenger.
See, I can't get into Mystic Messenger because you need to be up literally 24 hours for, like, every day.
Yeah, I
I
was
just
in
know.
college when I was in college when I played it. I had all the free time to get into it. Even then, I didn't do a lot of the routes.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
played
just...
Youstungs. I was happy with it, and
Yeah, I think it's just
it
too demanding and inaccessible. Like, through the
at this
core
point,
premise of it.
yeah, at this point, yeah, I re-downloaded it like a year ago because I wanted to replay it a bit, and they added so much new stories, which is cool, but I was like, I don't have the currency to watch all of this.
And even if you
So,
use the currency to watch them after the fact, you still can't, like, participate in them, can you? Like, if you want to
uh,
participate in them, you literally need to be awake for all of them, and they're all across time zones and shit. You'd need to be up for all of the 24 hours of a day for who knows how long that story is.
to
No
be
thanks, I
fair,
value sanity.
to be fair, most of the pretty much all the important ones happen during the day. But yeah, it is a game that does it's not a very schedule friendly game. Again, I played it when I was in college. I had all the free time in the world. My sleep schedule literally didn't matter. And I would it's like and I knew how to kind of abuse the game to get all the out to try to get extra hourglasses so I could, spend what I needed to for that one conversation at 3 a.m. I could stay up till 12 and wake up at 7, but 3 a.m. no go.
Yeah.
It is too demanding if you're trying to play everything. I think if you have but I think if you set aside a week, you have the free time for it, and you're only interested. It's like, and you're just playing one route. You're not playing like all 8 over the next 2 months because that's ridiculous. It's fun, but yeah, you need the right schedule to get into it, and yeah, that's a bit of a barrier. But that aside, I really like how the multiple choice is handled in that game.
If there's, like, videos on YouTube or something that have all of the routes on there, with all the different discussions, sure, maybe I'd do it. But, like, I'm not physically playing through that.
Yeah,
I can't
I
stay
get
up
that.
for, like, 150 hours straight.
again, I just played. It's like I genuinely think that the game peaks with Yusung's route, and he's the free one. And yeah, I don't need anything else. I loved what I played there. I set aside a week for it. I enjoyed it. I didn't need more. I mean, I did end up playing sevens because that's all anyone would talk about, and I was like, it's good, but I think people overhyped it.
Speaking of overhyped visual novels, hot take, how do you feel about Fate Stay Night?
Fate Stay Night. Oh, I've heard of that. Fate. I have not played it, so I wouldn't know, but I know people really love it. I have my doubts, though.
It sure is a decent visual novel. I'd say it's just that. It's just decent.
It looks a little run-of-the-mill for my taste. And that's the kind of visual novel that is one where where you have to go back and pick a bunch of different choices to get a different ending.
Well, I mean, not so much. Like, unless you want all of the bad Tiger Dojo endings, not really.
I see.
The game consists of 3 different main routes: Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel. And those 3 routes are, like, very, very different from each other and split off right near the start. Like,
oh, so it's like 3 houses.
Yeah, kind of. There's, like... The game takes, like, 16 to 18 in-game days, and the route split is on, like, the 3rd one. So...
Okay.
Yeah, most of each run is unique. There's, like, 5 main endings overall that you're gonna want to do. Other than that, though, like, yeah. Unless you want the Tiger Dojos, which might be worth it, because a lot of the dialogue you get from the bad ending scenes is funny, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's decent. I think the Fate route, which is the first one, is really bad. Like, it's just really boring and info dumpy. And most of the info is shit that you don't care about, because you haven't been given a reason to yet. Because you just want fun action and cool characters, and nothing's good yet. Except instead of being like a typical prologue, it's 30 hours.
Oh.
Like, at least Umi Neko managed to have a really interesting prologue chapter. For that length.
Yeah, info dumping's never fun when the game hasn't, you know, actually given you a reason to hook you into its story and characters or even world yet.
Okay.
Like, I get these stories can be super complicated and they have a lot to explain, but I mean, if you don't care, you're not going to remember any of it.
See, Umi Neko at least gets away with it because it makes you care by constantly introducing new interesting shit, like, who's that character? What's this mystery? And the first episode is still a great and entertaining episode, it just is slow and takes a while, because it's got to introduce a cast of like 20 people, set up a bunch of massive different mysteries that are all separate from each other. Like, it earns its long playtime.
I know what you mean. Again, I don't mind a game being long as it's entertaining.
Yeah, I think Umi Neko is long but earns it. During the moment of like the first playthrough, it can sometimes feel like, why does this scene need to be there? On a second run, it'll hit entirely differently, and you'll realize why it needed to be there. Like, just straight up, there is no filler in a visual novel that's 200 hours long.
Wow. That's insanely impressive.
Can any other visual novel say that? Can any other visual novel that's 100 hours say that? Let alone 200? Like,
I don't
just
think even
straight
a game
up.
that long. I don't think any game that long can say that.
Yeah, how many can say that absolutely every single scene has to be there?
Yeah, with a game that long, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd say basically none.
People want an Umineko anime adaptation that's, like, good, because the one we've got is really bad. And I'm just like, what you're asking for is something that's never happening. We can't just get an anime adaptation that's several hundred episodes long, that is of consistently some of the highest quality direction, writing, and animation in the entire industry, several hundred episodes in a row. That's not happening. That's not possible.
Yeah, most shows nowadays is like barely get past 50 episodes. Like, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's not even just 50 episodes. We'd need, like, several hundred. And we'd need every single one of them to be perfectly directed, perfectly written, perfectly acted and animated, otherwise it's just not going to work. Like, that's impossible. Straight up, that is impossible. It's never happening.
Besides, the medium of anime is very different from the medium of visual novels, because with visual novels, you know, you're kind of accepting of the more minimalistic style and just sitting there listening to characters talk. It doesn't translate the best in anime.
Ooh, it's a toggle.
Not to say anime can't have really engaging scenes where everyone is just talking, but you know, I'm not sure how much everyone would watch that if an anime was that for a lot of the time.
I mean, the Monogatari series is extremely popular. And it's very much just that.
Not that I think it's impossible, it's just that's very hard to do on a consistent basis.
Yeah, Monogatari is the closest I've
Luke,
seen
you
to an
got it.
anime where talking is more intriguing than action, and then I said it first. Yup. Monogatari is great, except when it's not, and when it's not, it's really, really not. Like, it can be quite fetishistic in ways that I'm really, really not a fan of, and make it extremely difficult to recommend. But, like, if it just wasn't ridiculously horny and problematic, I'd recommend it to everyone because of how well it's, like, written and directed. Like, the visuals are absolutely stunning. Kizu Monogatari is the best looking anime movie of all time. Fight me on that. Unfortunately, the series is just way too horny, and specifically has way too much of a thing for little girls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, that name sounds familiar, and then I looked it up, and it doesn't look familiar.
Yeah, I think the studio that made Monogatari is, like, the only one that could make it work. But yeah. Yeah. Shaft managed to make scenes with literally just dialogue some of the most entertaining and engaging scenes in anime. Like, to the point where I straight up want to make a video one day where I just analyze a specific scene and conversation in, like, really early on. It's like episode 3 of season 1. And it's one of my favourite scenes in all of anime because it's just directed masterfully, written incredibly, so entertaining. It's one of the best fight scenes I've ever watched, and it's not even a fight scene. But, like, the character dynamics and engagement feels kind of like one. It's great. I'm looking forward to writing it.
How long is it?
100 episodes and 3 movies.
Oh, wow.
Yep, a lot of content. I'd say most of it's good. There's a few bad spots, like particularly early on, the second season is not great. Probably because it's got like the least plot and the most fan service, aka the least of the good shit and the most of the bad shit. So
That'll
like,
do it.
if you ever heard of an infamous toothbrush scene, this is where it's from.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yes, I've heard of it. Well, that's unfortunate.
And of course Loopy loves the toothbrush scene, because he's an absolute pervert. A degenerate, if you will. So now that I've got to save immediately before going past the point of no return, I'm gonna go past the point of no return.
I would joke and say Loopy's just more cultured than us, but I've seen that scene. There is nothing cultured about it.
For what it's worth, I'd say best girl is Hanekawa and Kanbaru. They're the best two. According to Loopy, turning brushing your little sister's teeth into an erotic scene is peak culture. Because he is on another wavelength from us, I guess.
Wavelength is putting in an understatement. I think he's in the 5th dimension.
Okay, I am gonna rewatch this scene where we get introduced to the thief.
Of course. How could we skip it? Dimension has dementia. Yeah, both are accurate.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy. What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad. Wait, did you say the luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
And lighting off the armor, it looks so nice.
It does.
The luminary. You're serious?
Just show him the birthmark. That should be enough.
So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We better get out of here.
The reflection off the water?
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You better take this.
Yowie Church takes the sword.
Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right? Me? I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable.
I'm gonna ask if he's a sword
We better
user,
get
but
out
now
of here
I'm
before
he's
any
more of a
our
dagger
tin-headed
user.
friends come knocking. Hollow when you're ready to move out, okay?
This dude uses boomerangs, swords, and daggers.
Well, I got one of them, right?
Meanwhile, the protag uses swords and greatswords.
I actually really like that each team member has a few weapons to choose from rather than each team member having one specific weapon.
I believe the boomerangs are exclusive to this character. I know his name, but I'm not sure whether I should say it yet, because it hasn't been said in-game yet.
I think I remember it, but yeah, he'll say it eventually.
I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence. Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go.
Oh, that's why he hadn't escaped earlier. Well, that answers that question.
The sewers, huh? Well, there must be a way out somewhere. Lead the way. I got your back. I don't get it.
I see someone doesn't believe in future telling, or at least didn't.
I don't have any... Of course. Apparently, I missed something.
You missed the gold bangle.
Yeah. This is why
no,
I made a save.
No, you can probably get it later. Well, it's too late now.
But yeah, I made another save after collecting most of the things, just in case I did end up missing something. Because I expected to fuck up again. Because I know me, so...
Well, at least you don't have to do everything again.
So if I remember correctly, the gold bangle was on a balcony chest.
It was, yeah.
Where is this bloody thing? He's having fun.
Oh, here's a good question.
Mhm.
Well, it's like, what was the favorite thing you watched in 2021? Like something that came out, be it a show or movie in 2021, though, that you really
I
liked?
don't think I watched anything new in 2021.
Really?
Yeah, I don't watch much stuff. Yeah. Passive media isn't my thing. Like television, specifically. YouTube is, but yeah.
I usually use YouTube, but occasionally there'll be like an animated show I really want to watch, and I'll check it out.
Yeah. My favorite thing that I watched in 2021 was something I was re-watching in 2021.
Fair enough. I'm not sure I remember I mean, I remember the shows I watch. I'm trying to blank. I'm kind of blanking on what came out in 2021. But at the top of my head, I'm gonna say my favorite thing was the last season of Infinity Train. Fantastic show, by the way.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
It's so good. I would say I think it's the best animated show to come out in the last several years.
I'm not really the kind of guy who gets into cartoons, but I've heard good things. My favorite that I've ever seen was, Epithet Erased, if you've ever heard
I've
of
heard
it.
of that.
It's
Yeah, I've heard of
really
that.
good. If you've heard of a
That's
YouTuber
YouTube.
called Jello Apocalypse,
Yeah, he made that, or
Yeah.
at least I don't know if he made it, but I
He
remember
made
him
it.
promoting it.
He
Okay.
made it. Yeah, he and his friends made it. It's really good. I love it. I've seen it like 4 times.
I haven't checked it out yet because I mean, I watched his channel a lot. I guess, but when it comes to I guess YouTube shows, they're kind of hit or miss for me.
We should do a reaction video to it for the lols.
Why not? You can see my reaction to it all for the first time.
Should get Gamer Girl Bathwater, Gamer Girl reaction videos. That's where the real money's at.
You know, assuming he doesn't get taken down for copyright.
I don't think he's going to. Like, I don't think he's that kind of guy. I mean, he is a YouTuber. He knows how annoying that shit is. But, like, maybe.
That is true.
Where is this fucking balcony? I swear to God.
No, I think the only YouTube series I watched last year was just Hell of a Boss as it was coming out.
Oh! I forgot Hell of a Boss was 2021, so, yeah, fuck it, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it technically premiered in 2020, but like most of season 1 came out in 2021. Most people consider it a 2021 show.
Yeah. That's really good. I really like Hell of a Boss. It's great.
It is great.
Um,
I liked it passively when when it was just the pilot and the first episode, but the longer it went on, the more and more I liked it.
yeah, the episodes that are more character focused are really good. Like, episodes 6 and 7 are the peak of the show.
They are. It's like the show is basically getting better and better with each new episode.
Pretty much. The only episode that I don't like is episode 4, the one with the cherubs.
Yeah, which is a shame because I really love the concept of it, but then when I actually saw it, I was like, oh, it's kind of disappointing actually.
Yeah, it's not very funny, and it's an episode where comedy is pretty much the only thing it's got going for it, so... Because there's no engaging character work. Like, there's not much plot happening. It's just kind of a funny episode, and I don't think it's very funny.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like, did you notice that it's the only episode where Stolas does not appear even once?
He was in episode 1, 2. He was not in episode 3.
Which one was 3 again?
3 was the one with Verosica, the succubus. The one where they went the one that went for the beach, trying to kill more people than they could score.
I thought he did show up in that one. I guess not.
I don't think he did. No.
Well, regardless, we still get to learn about Blitz as a person through Verosica. So
Yeah.
we're still getting that.
Yeah, I would argue that that plot doesn't need to happen in every episode as long as you're still, learning, as long as you're still getting something out of the cast.
Am I just going in the wrong fucking side? Like, where is this bloody gold bangle? I'm going crazy.
It could be as simple as you get more time with this character, and thus you know more about this character and like them more. Like, even if an episode's just doing that, then it's doing something.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Episode 4 didn't really do that. Again, shame, because I really liked I really liked the concept of it, and oh well. But hey, hey, 1 week link out of like 8 planned episodes.
They're
That's
making
really
a
impressive.
season 2.
Oh yeah, right. You're right.
Which I am excited for, because I don't think they're going to wrap everything up in season 1. There's a bit too much in it.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like a 2-season show. Yeah, I remember seeing them on Twitter saying that they were hiring more animators for their team for season 2.
And they unleashed a trailer.
Oh, the trailer looks so good. I cannot wait.
Here's the fucking thing. There we go. I was on the wrong side.
Yay! Now you can save and we can progress.
Until I realized I missed something else.
I think when I watched this.
Okay,
let's
I'm gonna
see.
go off mic for a bit because Granddad just came home.
Okay, no worries. I can entertain the audience. I can go down the list. What did I watch this year? I watched the new Hilda movie. I liked that quite a lot. As I said, the last season of Infinity Train was great. I wish they were making another one. That show is so good. How dare they not make more? Did Beastars season 2 come out this year? The dub did. That was good. What else did I watch? Basically the only movies I saw this year were Encanto and Spider-Man No Way Home, both of which I liked. New Spider-Man movies, fantastic, by the way. What else did I watch at the top of my head? Right. Oh, you're right. The part 1 of the latest season of Attack on Titan came out. Of course, I liked that. I've been watching that show since 2013. I don't really keep up with it. Even I'm surprised how long I've kept up with that show. Like, I think that's the only show I can say that I've been watching for like a decade. Most shows I just watch retroactively.
Yeah, I don't really watch shows at the time because I'm bad at waiting for more content. That's why Hell of a Boss sticks out to me, because I like it enough that I'm willing to wait.
Episodes do come out at a consistent basis, like every 2-3 months.
Yeah, that too. And it's worth the wait, like just about always. Thankfully, I don't think I needed to wait for the Cherub episode. I think it was already out when I started watching, because there were already a few episodes out. I think we had 4 episodes, then I think 5 came out like a day or 2 after I started watching, so I just watched that. And then obviously I've just been keeping up since then. Episode 5 is pretty good, but like episode 6, damn, so much better. It's like a giant step up. It's insane. Episode 6 is the episode that made me like, yeah, this is a show I would recommend to anyone. Because it's just way too good. It's got like everything. Perfect action, amazing character interactions, really good writing and art direction. Like, it's just... everything about it is great.
It's literally an indie show.
I know, right? And then, of course, we can't exactly talk about Hell of a Boss without talking about the season, like the show that it's spinning off from.
Has Been Hotel.
Yeah. How
We
excited are
should be
you
getting,
for it?
yeah, we should be getting more news on it this year. I'm pretty excited. I really liked the pilot.
Because they
I
really,
liked the pilot as a pilot.
yeah, they
Um,
recently announced that it's like getting more news soon, and it's like, I'm assuming it's a lot closer to being ready to watch, because it's been picked up by a full-on fucking TV studio and shit. So like,
I believe they announced it was picked up by a TV studio like late in the later half of 2020. So, and then they spent, basically all of last year working on it. I expect at least a trailer this year.
yeah,
Realistic.
speaking of upcoming things, what else in general are we excited for this year?
Ooh,
I'm really excited for Splatoon 3,
Splatoon 3, that was what I was about to say.
because we've gotten to the point where the only people who play 2 are now the people who are going to be playing 2 for the next 5 years, regardless of 3's existence. The melee players of Splatoon, you know? If that makes
Those
sense.
people are still playing Splatoon 1.
Well, now we're going to have... Well, people still play Smash 64, people still play Brawl, people still play Smash 4. It's just going to be that again.
I guess I'm also looking forward to Breath of the Wild too if that comes out this year. Big if though.
Yeah, big if on that one. I'm looking forward to Persona 6 being announced, because, like, let's be real, it's
Yeah.
basically guaranteed. They're gonna
I can
announce Persona
absolutely
6.
I can absolutely see it being announced at the end of this year.
Yeah, they're gonna make Persona 6 the last announcement of the Persona 25th anniversary. Like, that'd just
I
be
absolutely.
crazy not to.
And then it'll come out 2 years later.
Only 2, that's generous.
Yeah, I'm trying to have hope. Please, no longer than 2. Like two is announced in 2022, released in 2024. I know that's a long wait, but
That's
compared
8
to
years.
5,
That's 8
2022,
years. 7
I-
for
yeah.
English. 8 for Japan. Too long, in my opinion.
Yep.
Like, they don't need to make everything absolutely new. Reuse assets. Please. If it makes these games come out faster, I will happily take that. There are sequels that reuse assets that are still considered great sequels, like Majora's Mask for Ocarina of Time, Persona 4 for Persona 3, they're on the same engine. Like, they use a bunch of the same shit.
They could reuse assets and still make everything look nicer.
Mm.
Like that's what Persona 4 did.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I played Persona 4 after playing 3. I could very much tell it was the same engine and same assets, but they very much improved afterwards. Like, they know what they're doing in this engine, let's make it look better this time. I would not mind Persona 6 at all doing the same thing, but considering how long it takes...
Yeah, they're not doing it.
I
Because you've
think
also
at
got to
best-
keep in mind, just about everyone on the fucking team has changed.
Yeah.
Like, the director, Katsura Hashino, for Persona 3, 4, and 5, is gone now. A bunch of the other people are. So they're probably hiring a lot of new people.
That both worries me, but also excites me in a weird way. Like, I'd love to see what news is like, I love to see what new stuff they'd come up with. But but I'm also worried is like, will it still feel like Persona?
Hmm.
Cautiously optimistic that it's going in a that they're hiring a lot of new people for it, basically. I don't doubt it'll be a good game, regardless. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Do you want to get caught or something? There's too many guards that way. Stick with me, okay? Fine, I want to break pots, though.
Yeah, I think at best they'll just reuse the engine they did for SMT5. I think they might be done with their Persona 5 engine. To be fair, that engine was made for the PS3.
Can they just stop making engines? Use Unity or
I spent
Unreal.
ages digging this hole,
That's
and you
what
just
that's what SMT5 did.
Mm.
It's uses the new Unreal Engine.
SMT5 took ages for other reasons, but yeah. Okay, we have caught up.
All right. Other things we're looking forward to this year. I forgot that was the question. I don't really know what else is coming out this year. I know there's probably something. I can't think of any movies or I'm looking forward to. Good movies kind of sneak up on me. I look at them like a day before they come out. It's like, yeah, I'll check it out. And then, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Games, though. I think the next God of War is coming out this year. No, it's not. It's not coming out this year. They didn't announce a release date when they showed off that trailer. There's no way it's coming out this year. Yeah, we mentioned Breath of the Wild too. If that comes out this year, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's
See, we aren't getting the next Spider-Verse movie until next year.
That's okay, Loopy.
Yeah. We aren't getting the next Spider-Man game until next year.
There they are. You lot.
I guess I'm looking to Arena Ultimax.
Damn it. We
Eh.
better make ourselves scarce.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Come on, this way.
Loopy says the new Batman movie looks kind of cool.
They're making a new Batman
Follow my
movie.
lead.
I was not aware. Well, I hope it is cool. Though I suppose it depends who's making it.
All of your stealth sections are belong to us.
Who else wants some? Follow my lead.
I'm just gonna fight him. I can, so...
Follow my lead. These guys don't give up, do they?
Well, that's one way to escape the guards.
Seriously?
because I'm the chosen one, and you gotta deal with it.
That is a much bigger drop than I expected. I thought the water would, like, be literally right below. A couple of them probably died. I mean, that armor looks pretty heavy. They probably drowned.
You okay? Looks like we shook the guards, at least. And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change. What can you do?
Oh yes, a save point.
You sure you didn't forget anything?
Just makes a second save point.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better saved than sorry.
Ah, how could I have missed the obvious?
So what does 2D mode look like? Right, so I have to start there. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it works. I think it's mechanically a little different, so it's not like a seamless switch. Sorry if you hear my dog.
Wow. And no voice acting. Brilliant. This is unplayable.
It is trying to emulate, you know, a classic Dragon Quest. Those didn't have voice acting.
Yeah, I hate this.
Aw, you don't like it? I mean, I'd rather play the 3D one, but I think it's cute. It's like, in its own way. It's a cute little demake.
Oh shit, that exited the game entirely.
Whoops. And granted, I am a sucker for kind of old school sprites. It seems more like something you'd do on a replay, rather than experience the story firsthand with.
Good, the stream did not, like, break or anything. Crisis averted.
Oh, screen share turned off too. But yeah, it's on the stream again.
Screen share should now be back on.
Alright.
With the newfound knowledge that he is the Luminary Reborn, Yowie Church heads northward from his home in Cobblestone and arrives in the storied city of Heliodor, his first step on the journey to fulfill his destiny. Yowie Church manages to gain an audience with King Carnelian, but before he can so much as speak a word in his defense, he is branded a harbinger of calamity and hurled into the dungeons. There he meets a mysterious hooded youth in a nearby cell. He soon ends up escaping with the aid of his enigmatic new ally. The two are out of their cells and into the sewers before our hero has had time to think. Now, with a gaggle of guards in hot pursuit, they must try to traverse the dank, dark labyrinth of tunnels that stretches out beneath the city.
Yeah, I really like that. That, like, benefits, like, maybe it's been a few weeks since you last played, and it's just, like, a really quick reminder. Also looks really quick to skip for people who aren't interested. Ooh, is that a dragon?
Omega, the dragon quest is beginning.
Wait, there's something there. If we stand and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here.
So now that we're in this really tense scene, I'm gonna take a break for a minute to grab something to eat.
Feel free. The dragon can wait. So how you doing, chat?
Okay, I'm back.
Back with food to fend off the dragon attack.
Yep. I'm gonna chuck a pack of caramel crowns at it.
That'll distract it. Okay, I like this dragon design. Admittedly, you know, Toriyama dragon designs can be kind of goofy, but I like this one. I don't know. I don't really just care when they're just kind of pudgy with big eyes. It doesn't look the best in that style, but that's a really sleek design.
Lol, blue eyes, white dragon.
Here goes nothing.
Oh wait, wrong piece of media. I mean, the hair is just as terrible, so...
I think we gave it the slip. Spoke too soon.
Don't fight it. He'll one-shot you.
Come on, quickly!
Oh, will he actually one-shot you?
According to this guide, yes. Let's leave.
Come on, quickly!
So, avoid enemy encounters. I love how even the enemies are fleeing the dragon.
I mean, it's a dragon. Can you blame them?
Yes. Oh, metal slimes. That sucks. Watch that be the only time I ever encounter a metal slime in this game.
They're probably like later game enemies. No way the dragon doesn't know you're in there. They've got good sense of smell.
I was way too close for comfort.
Yeah, metal slimes are the EXP monsters in this game. It's like Poms in Trails, not that anyone's played Trails. Like, lots of RPGs have a specific enemy type that gives a fuckload of experience. In this game, it's metal slimes.
Ah, okay, I get it.
Going under the castle anyway. Well, whatever. We should get going.
Probably how they execute the prisoners.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's one way to not leave a mess. Yeah, I think they're at least gonna get first-degree burns from that.
Or heartburn, at least.
We made it. Just. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Oh no! That is Mr. Luminary to you.
Ah, me and my big mouth. Move now. Looks like our luck finally ran out.
We'll have to jump for it. Oh, we will have to jump for it.
No way back, huh? If they catch us, we're dead meat.
Literally, that's probably what the dragon's for.
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the luminary. I don't have much choice.
Come on. Let's not do anything stupid now.
He's hot.
Oh,
My name's Aaron.
there he is. Aaron.
And he is my next party member.
Oh.
Right, so that's the moment that the opening is going to play for us. Okay.
That's actually pretty neat. Gosh, I really like this game style. It looks so good.
I
Like,
think
seeing the
scenes
sti-
like these, where they do like the full 3D animation and shit, look stunning.
They do. Like, actually seeing textures on, it's like on this iconic art style is chef's kiss. It looks so good. Like, I don't even think the Dragon Quest movie they made looks as good as these. Mainly because that movie doesn't have the iconic art style.
Hmm. And also this is like 90 seconds that they can fine-tune and polish to absolute perfection versus, what, 90 minutes?
Whole movie. I mean, the texture in that movie was incredible. It's like, it looked good. It's just, it doesn't look like Dragon Quest. I feel like a Dragon Quest art style is a huge part of its identity, despite having not really played it.
Hmm.
But yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. Ooh, what an opening. And now we get to continue our adventure with Eric. It's only just beginning.
Come, lazy bones.
Aww.
Come on. Up you get.
Husbando woke us up. Best boy. I'm just
That's
deciding
game.
this now, I haven't even met most of them.
I was worried we lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do. Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now.
5.5 actually, opinionated organism. Granted, there was some reloading and shit there, but still.
Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
Maybe give her a tip.
Even Kingdom Hearts 2 managed to do the title screen faster than that. And that game is infamous for how long it takes for that one to do.
Oh yeah, because you have to play like the whole beginning of the game as like a new character you've never met before, right?
For hours.
Ooh.
Like, just the cutscenes is like 2 hours. I love how you say Roxas is the best boy when Axel is right there. Like, just saying.
I haven't even played Kingdom Hearts, and it's obviously Axel.
Mm.
You know, my most experience with Kingdom Hearts is just watching someone summarize it in a very sarcastic way. It was actually a pretty funny video.
I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. And thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. But if you are leaving, you must be careful on the road. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area. Oh, I shudder to think what wicked deeds they might be capable of.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out, miss. Don't you worry.
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor.
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from.
I mean, Eric didn't come from there.
Or burn the village down, which is still what I'm betting money on, but sure.
Poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you. They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that. We're going to get a little fresh air. We have a few things to discuss, right?
Yeah, the second we ditch, she'll probably know it's those two.
Cobblestone, eh? actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from? I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, you'll need to avoid the main road. And if you want to do that, you'll need my help.
Oh, is that an offer?
To know in these parts. But I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back.
I'm sure there are certain other back doors you'd have a lot of interest in, Eric.
So, you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember? That's the spirit. But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing.
I mean, wouldn't you both
Here,
be
put
disguises?
this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor.
Granted, Eric always kept his hood on in jail, so they probably don't know what he looks like.
That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right.
Apologize
Let's head
for the
north
dog.
and hit town. Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
Eric and Yowie Church join forces.
The way he keeps looking at you. This man.
I am not complaining.
How could anyone?
Pet Power is an incredible ability that can be performed by 2 or more party members when at least one of them is pepped up. Some pet powers can only be unleashed when everyone involved is in the state. Select pet powers from the menu when it appears to see what exciting abilities you can unleash. Depending on the tactics each character is set, they'll either perform powers automatically or await your orders.
You know, I've been thinking. How's it going? You know, I've been thinking.
I can give him the boomerang. God, I want to give him the boomerang, because a boomerang weapon is just cool, but like, worse stats. And worse deafness too.
Wait, is that actually called deafness? It's not called defense? Huh. Unless deafness means...
Sorry, I had to go off mic for a sec. Deftness is like, I don't know, luck or something? It's not defense, because defense exists. It is the stat that makes him better at stealing, and that is all I need it to be. Yeah, I don't know if I've said it before, but I fucking love thief characters like you wouldn't believe. In any game that lets me steal anything, I will steal everything. Therion in Octopath Traveler is one of my favorites. He's great. Yeah, it's just the luck stat.
I'd hold off on the boomerang until you get a better one. Granted, it's probably always going to be the least damage heavy item, but you can probably get boomerangs with other bonuses later on. Or, I don't know, does, I assume distance from, it's like, enemy distance isn't a mechanic in this game.
I don't think so.
Then yeah, I'm not, I guess you'd have to wait and see what extra benefits, boomerangs would have. But what are his magic skills? That is the question.
He doesn't have any yet.
No. Well, nothing a little XP won't fix. Actually, what is his level?
5. Allows you to find how much unclaimed treasure is in the area.
Ooh. Ah, there it is, boomerang skills. Those are probably super in-depth.
Distracts an enemy with a sword slash before stabbing them in the back while their guard is down. I'm Eric Decoy. Yes, I am the real Decoy. All you other Eric Decoys are just imitating. So won't the real Decoy please stab me in the back? Please stab me in the back. Please stab me in the back. That's one of the worst jokes I've ever made in my life. Please kill me.
I was like, are you reading poetry?
No, it's a joke on Eminem's Slim Shady.
And you used the kitty litter yet?
No.
So there's 3 chests. Now to find a bunch more side quests to get occupied in. Oh, there's one. There's even pots down in the well.
Mirth is not cultured in old school rap. Is Eminem old school? Like,
I'm
does
not
that count as
cultured in
old
rap,
school?
period. I'm not even that cultured in music. The fastest way to make a reference go over my head is for it to be a music reference.
It takes 2 to tango. Well, I'll happily tango with Eric.
Now what does this quest entail?
Yeah, I don't think Eric's, like, ever leaving my party, hey. Now that he's in it.
He will become over-leveled, but who cares?
Way to make me feel old, lol.
I'm sorry.
I've got a bunch of boomers in chat.
I haven't listened to modern music ever since my radio stopped playing.
Ew, you know anything about radio. That means you're old. Like, positively ancient. I can feel your skin just dripping down and sagging.
In my defense, it was a clock that just happened to have a radio on it, which then broke.
Okay, so with the boomerang, he hits all enemies.
Oh!
So that's why it's worth using.
Okay, yeah, that makes all the difference, even if it's less damage.
Also, I've looked through guides and stuff, he's the only character that gets access to boomerangs.
So that's all he's ever holding.
Pretty much.
Who needs swords? They're too basic anyway.
Spotify virgins versus Chad radio clock alarm enjoyer. Whatever you say, Boomer.
I don't even know how to use Spotify. It's too confusing.
I mean, me neither. Lol, you pay for music.
I don't think I've ever paid for music in my life, other than, well, no, because I don't know. The CDs I have are gifts. They're not really.
Yeah, pretty much the
music
only
CDs.
time I pay for music is if I specifically wanna support the artist. But like, I just download everything.
Yeah, same. Music is just, it's such a casual thing.
But then again, here in Australia, we pirate everything. Like, just automatically. It's arguably weirder to not pirate than it is to pirate in this country. Because for, like, decades, shit's just not been easily available here. Or ludicrously expensive otherwise.
No, that makes sense. It's just, to me, music is just such a casual and everyday thing that...
Loopy says, what do you expect from a country of convicts? Based.
I mean, I can kind of get owning iTunes and maybe paying $1 to slowly create a list of songs you really like, but... I mean, overall, if I wanted to listen to something, I'll just look it up. It's a song. It's meant to be meant to be casually enjoyed.
Let's see, what are all of these skills and shit that I should be getting?
I'd say I generally pirate a decent amount of the stuff I watch, but that's because I don't have cable.
Attack power when wielding knives +5. An attack that hits all enemies and can cause heavy damage to slimes. Flame slash. Slashes an enemy with a scorching sword.
Ooh.
Steals items. Automatic, that's the next one I'm going for. Awesome.
You need nothing else. Nothing else.
I can't afford it yet, but like, come on.
Let's go.
Steals items. There we go. Both of them are now pepped up.
Which means the next enemy is going to be absolutely slaughtered.
Opinionated Organism says, I remember seeing those you wouldn't steal a car ads at the start of movies and thinking, you don't know me, maybe I would. Lamau. We've got a bunch of criminals in chat.
Those ads are ridiculous.
Yeah, I should start a terrorist organization.
You wouldn't steal a DVD. Well, if you mean I've borrowed a DVD from a friend and never gave it back, then...
Yes,
well, I wouldn't
totally
say
different.
never.
Let's go.
Pet powers. Distract an enemy with a sword slash before stabbing them in the back while the guard is down.
Let's do that.
Ooh.
We needed to do that for a quest.
It was worth it. Just to see it. There, now he can steal stuff.
Not yet, he needs 8 points, not 5.
Ah. Time for more grinding.
Let's do this. Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust, eh? That's my favourite Queen song. There's a question. What's your favourite Queen song, chat? Let's see how wrong my fans are. Not that I have many, but you know.
Okay, what is Queen actually written?
Loopy says
Oh,
Bohemian
that
Rhapsody for sure. Okay then.
I do like that song, but I've heard it too many times.
It's a decent song, but yeah. I think my favourite's either Another One Bites the Dust or I Want to Break Free. I think they're my two faves.
Who else wants some?
I'm just gonna say Don't Stop Me Now because people put that to a Smash ad once and I liked it.
Oh right, yes. Don't Stop Me Now. Yeah. Don't Stop Me Now, I Want to Break Free, and Another One Bites the Dust are my three favourites.
That was a fun phase when that Silent Smash ad came out and people just put music to it, and some music scarily well.
So this is a good accessory. Plus 5 HP, plus 1 defense, plus 5 charm. Well, he is certainly very charming. Opinionated Organism says, When You're Good to Mama by Queen Latifah. Fuck off. That's... Oh my god, I hate you.
That the name sounds familiar, and I
Queen Latifah, because... Bastard. Lol. Okay, but actually though, what's your favourite Queen song? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a good song from Chicago, the musical, but like... Eh.
oh wow, is that the time? It's starting to get late.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's past 10 for me.
Ouch. Okay.
I'll have to start wrapping it up for the night.
That's unfortunate. Okay,
Yeah, it's still a school night for my family, and they want a quiet house of the night.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I just completely lost track of the time.
Well, I might keep going for an hour or two after this. Might not. Who knows?
I can at least still watch, even if I have to get off for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was fun watching more of this game. It's been
Thank
so
you.
long since I've seen it.
It was fun to have you here with me. Thank you.
Glad to be here.
yeah, if today is gonna be good night, have fun. Do you reckon you'll be available next week?
Next week, I'll have to see which evenings I'm available because it's like I actually did get accepted for a job finally.
Ooh, fun.
So it's like finally got a bite after a lot of applications.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll see what my schedule is the next week and I'll let you know when I'm available.
Cool. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Let's see. Is there a save point here?
Should be. It's a church.
Save.
Yes, there is. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night. I might watch the stream for a little bit longer, though.
Cool.
Alright,
You know
see
what?
ya.
Let's call it a day here too. Thank you for joining, everyone. We're going to stop for the day. Sorry I wasn't available much this week. I'll be available more often next week, I hope. Thanks for joining. See ya.
See ya.